Hey, welcome back to the Long Dark. It's Kat here, aka Cora and Thistle, and we are still on the Nomad challenge. And if you watched my last video, you would have seen that I made a grave error. So we were doing part locations as we were transiting through different regions, and I did not finish Camp Office, the very first location on the list in front of you. So I'm currently at Skeeter's Ridge Basement. What I'm planning on probably doing is going back to Camp Office now, because I think as I last left it, yeah, it's daytime. So we're going to head towards Camp Office now. Then we're going to come back and spend the rest of the time at Skeeter's Ridge, and then we're going to go to Timberwolf. Yeah. 1 second, let me mute my watch. So yeah, as you can imagine, rather frustrating because I was almost done, and I don't quite know why I left Camp Office for later when I don't normally transit Camp Office. Again, I was coming back from DP, I believe. I don't quite know why I thought I was going to go back through Camp Office. Anyway, regardless of my reasoning at the time, I was wrong, and I am now paying for it by having to go back to Mystery Lake from the far side of PV. So let's just head down and get out of here. If I can do it fairly quickly. So I've got about 45 minutes today before I need to go pick up my son. So I'm probably not going to be able to get both there and back. But at least we can have a little bit of fun travelling over to Mystery Lake. Also, apologise for the croak in my voice. My whole family have had a cough, and a non-COVID related cough, which is kind of annoying, because at least if it was COVID we could kind of figure out what we're going to do. And I just had to mute to sneeze. So we're starting off really well today. And yeah, I didn't end up streaming on Friday as planned. I was just exhausted. So, yeah. This is a random extra stream. This wasn't on my schedule, and if you've seen this alert and you join me or you watch this on YouTube, then it's just a little bonus one today, because I felt like it. It was funny. Am I right? On my right. He's gonna spook towards me. Quite funny. Last night this past week or so. Is he gonna... Oh, Jesus. Is he gonna reset? Yep. Hello, my friend. I've just upped my sensitivity on my controller. He ran through me. Did I actually hit him? No, I can't see any blood. I'm just gonna do a little jog here. I upped my sensitivity because I was having issues actually hitting anything, and I think I looked back at it and it had reset to setting 50. So if you're a Long Dark console player or decide to try it on console, the sensitivity kind of defaults to 50, and that means when you move at all to pick things up, things are quite jolted. Things are quite sort of, you know, it moves with a bit of a jolt. So I recommend going into the settings and upping your sensitivity. It's much easier to hit things. Though I'm not amazing at shooting with a console anyway, but yeah, it's all fun. Anywho, the story I was starting was I started last week, or God, I don't even know how long ago it was, an Ash Canyon run, because there is currently in the Long Dark Facebook community a challenge to last and stay alive in Ash Canyon as long as possible. So I started a run And it was going incredibly well, actually. I was on game day. I got to the mine by game day 3 because I spawned at one of the entrances to Timberwolf, so I knew exactly where I was. And I just immediately went through to Anglers and then made my way up to, just looking for a bear here. I made my way up to the mine. And I was doing really well. I was a bit cold, but I was doing pretty well. Grabbed the technical backpack and the crampons, and then I decided that I would probably base my run back down on Bittermarsh or one of the, I forget the name of it now, one of the homesteads that's kind of just above Bittermarsh on a ridge that you can climb up and down. I thought I'll base myself there, then I can climb up and down, and I can hunt from there, I can fish, and I'll just hang out there. But on my way, let's go to Miner's Folly and Foreman's Ridge, I think it's called, or Foreman's Clearing, or whatever the Foreman's Lodge is. If you know the AC map, these all make sense to you. Otherwise, if they don't make sense to you, it's all no big deal. Anyway, Miner's Folly is a known bear spawn. And the bear has a tight little loop that he walks around from his cave to Miner's Folly, around to the foreman's hut and back down again. So I saw him on my way up from Miner's Folly after I'd hung out there and repaired all of my clothing because I'd finally found enough cloth. Because Ash Canyon doesn't have a lot of interior locations, it's kind of hard sometimes to find cloth. So I'd finally found enough cloth to repair all my clothing, and so I was... Have I got any... Oh, I don't. Oh, for some reason I thought I had a... Oh, I don't, okay. I thought I had a flare gun, but I do not. Sorry. I finally found enough clothing to repair all of my... cloth to repair all my clothing, and I was warm, finally. And I was doing really good, and I was finally quite thrilled about it. And then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to really cautiously, because, you know, I'm a wuss around bears, and I probably always will be. I'm just going to really cautiously make my way over to Foreman's, have a loot there, and then I will leave via the bridge that takes you over to this... I left that by accident. Why did I do that? Pressing too fast. Yeah, there's a little bridge that takes you back over to where you want to go. So I was like, great. So I left Foreman's, and I could hear the bear, and I could see the bear. Okay, so he's heading down the hill back to Miner's, right? And I can hear him snuffling away. So I go around the back of the house, and I start to make my way along the edge of the cliff to this little cave, which will then lead me to... What's it called? The bridge, to then get out of there. And I don't know what I did. I don't quite know how I caught his attention. I don't know how I was close enough to him for him to care, but he got me, and he got me good. And then I was kind of on this little ridge. Oh, I've gone too fast, too soon. Let's go back down. I want to go up the next hill. There's a bear that roams around here too that I need to keep an eye on. There he is. I'm just gonna go straight up this hill. If I get a sprain, I get a sprain. Yeah, so I'd fallen onto this little ledge, and I was like, you know what? It's all good. It's all good. What do I normally go up? Do I normally go past the bear? I think I do. I normally go up that way. Let's wait for him to get a bit further away. Anyway, yeah, so I fell down to this little ledge, and I hid around a corner, and I thought, well, I'll just heal here really quick, and then I will maybe even go my way down the mountain to get away from this bear so that he doesn't get me again. And as I was hiding in this little corner, he starts clipping through the rock, like he's trying to get around the rock to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, sweet. So he can't actually reach me. He's just going to clip through the rock. I got a climbing. I do have a. There's a climbing rope, isn't there? So I don't have to go up the hill and sprain my ankle. But yeah. So I was like, okay, well, I will. Yeah, I might do a climbing rope, and then I'm only 2 and a bit kilos overweight, and then I can avoid the bear. So yeah, I think, oh well, he's clipping, so he's not going to get me, right? Wrong. Very, very wrong. He comes around that cliff somehow, mauls the crap out of me, and in my brain, I'm just going to drop. Boy, oh boy. I'm like, yeah, so in my brain I'm like, oh, well, let me heal real fast, and I'm just going to jump down to the next ledge, like mountain goating down, to get away from him so that he can't maul me a third time, because I'm sure I can come back from this. And then I realise I have no bandages. So I'm screwed. There's not a thing I can do. Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm dead. What I should have done, because I had a stim, was immediately take the stim, then make bandages. Because what I did was make a bandage, and get really close to death. And then, while I was trying to heal myself up, infection risk, etc., donezo. So, yeah. And hopefully this run's not going to be completely ruined by a bear as well, by me not missing a bear around this corner, well, down over this ridge too. But anyway, so that was the end of my Ash Canyon run. I think it was 5 days. 5 game days. Because I hadn't had a huge amount of time to play lately. Yeah, so it made me laugh. I posted it on the community and people were, you know, challenge. I don't find it was fun. There is another challenge coming up soon though that is being run by Conky, and I've just joined his Discord to keep on track of that one. And that's like I can't remember what they're calling it, but it's like a no-kill crafting and mapping challenge. So you basically pick a region, stay in that region. I think you stay in the region. You might be able to move one region. But anyway, you have to craft a certain amount of items depending on what difficulty you've chosen. And then you have to map all of the major locations of that region. So yeah, not 100% sure when that starts. It's a deer, okay. No beer. Yeah, so that will be the next challenge that I do. Though, on my schedule on Twitch, I've now changed it so that Tuesdays I carry on with the challenges. And Fridays I do a new Survivor run. So Fridays, to start with, will probably be that challenge. And then, And then after that challenge is over, I'm just going to start a brand new run and try basically just to last as long as possible. And I think I may have discussed it in a previous one, but I am thinking of doing something where I spend a certain amount of days per location. I have to stay in the same region for, I don't know, 30 days. Maybe shorter, maybe longer. I'm still working out how long I think I'm wanting to stick somewhere. Maybe 2 weeks. And then move on. And ideally pass through every region in the game. Though I would be leaving Hush River Valley until very late if I spend any time there, because I do not like it at all and I do not know it at all. I did it for Faithful Cartographer, but I got so frustrated I ended up bringing up a map and using the map to figure out where the locations were, because yeah, I just don't know it. But I do 100% recommend Faithful Cartographer if you are a person who has played The Long Dark a bit. Have I not been through here? I'm confused about... Did I come a different way? I'm confused as to why I haven't been through here. No, I have, look. Why did I not pick up the pork and beans? I must have been through here. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, yeah, so if you've played The Long Dark quite a bit and you've not done any of the things, like you've not done Faithful Cartographer, I 100% recommend it. Though I did it right before they introduced Ash Canyon. So I didn't actually have to map Ash Canyon or learn Ash Canyon, because my game update was sitting there waiting as I was finishing the challenge, and I was like, you know what, I'm so close to finishing, I really don't want to have to reset. And I didn't know how it would affect my achievement. If I suddenly added a new region to the game, does that reset my achievement, and I then have to, you know, I didn't know how it worked, so I didn't want to take the risk after all that hard work. So I ended up giving it a miss. Yeah. But I now feel like I know Ash Canyon much better. Is this the way I came? Did I just come through here? No. Yes, no. No. Yeah. I actually remember where to go. Oh, it's here. So, yeah. Learn the maps with that, with Faithful Cartographer as your guide. It's a great achievement, you'll feel very accomplished. But the only downside is, yeah, it will take you a while. And it's sometimes a bit tedious trying to find the little named locations that you're not sure of. And also, I think The Long Dark is a lot more fun without maps. It's a lot harder, but it's fun. Wonder what the weather's gonna do. The music was... Oh no, that's just dusk. Almost. The music came on before, which sounded like a weather change sort of thing was happening. This is now the it's almost dusk music. My my living room lamp just turned on. It must be a certain amount of time before sunset, which is depressing because it's 4:30 in the afternoon. But I have it programmed to turn on maybe 45 minutes before sunset, and the weather lately has been a bit cold, bit dark, bit wet, so we do get dark. Not actually dark sky dark, but it does feel quite dark earlier and earlier. Then when I lived in Scotland for 8 years, Edinburgh is at the same longitude. Is it longitude? Long around the earth, lat up and down. I can never remember. Anyway, it's as high as Moscow, and you wouldn't think that because they're obviously in very different places in the world, but that's where they match up. And that means that Edinburgh used to get dark at 3:30 in the afternoon in winter, and the sun wouldn't rise till 9:30. And I tell ya, that is depressing. Definitely got seasonal affective disorder. During the winter months, you definitely didn't get enough vitamin D or sunlight. Yeah, you just felt a bit down, but it didn't last too long. And then in the summertime, you obviously got the benefits of the reverse. You would get a 10:30, 11 p.m. sunset, and the sun up at 5:30-ish sometimes. You've got a very, very short night. I'm going to grab this other cat towel. And I know that the path up here leads you to... There's a dead guy up there, but I have to keep reminding myself that I'm playing the challenge and not Survivor. Or I would be collecting everything. Little wolfy friend. I could scare him off, but again, just leave him alone. And the interesting thing about that challenge I'm going to do... Ozzy finished. He's going to come for me now. No, he doesn't care about me. That challenge where you have to make a certain amount of clothing. I'll probably go in at the Voyager level because I just like Voyager. And I don't... I think I'm going to pick Coastal maybe as my region. Yeah, I think it's 2 deer pants and 2 rabbit hats or rabbit gloves. I can't remember. But you can't kill the animals to get the pelts to make the clothing. So the idea is that you scavenge off carcasses, or you use wolves. You scare a deer or a bunny towards a wolf, or wait until you find a wolf that's eating a deer or a bunny. And you just heard a weird noise then. Yeah, and you steal the kill off the wolf, basically. I never know if there's anything in these crates. Like, why is these crates in particular? Aha! There is! Huh, you know what? Why the heck not? Because I've never done it, and I'm not going to get cold. Can't jump though in this game, so I have to do the other one. Huh. I've gotten stuff out of the pipes at the other side. What do you know, a toque. And some banged up peaches. I just physically leaned in my chair to look through that pipe. Way overweight and tired, yeah. So we're obviously going to sleep here when we get inside. Gosh, I'm really slow. 10 kilos over. And she's crawling along. Was it the wind? Must have been the wind. Expect to be slow, but geez. I'll drop it'll help a little bit, but not much. It appears to be quite a strong headwind. Yeah. Love it when you move kind of like sideways and all of a sudden you can actually go at normal speed. Don't look down. Ooh. Ash Canyon, those rope bridges are a doozy, huh? I haven't, I now feel quite confident making my way to the mine without thinking too hard about it, and those rope bridges still get me every time. They are terrifying. I know, Astrid, you'll be there in a minute.
dusk, so night can't be far behind.
That would be correct. Lots of... I would have searched all of this last time, surely. Yeah. Cool. Well, hey, 25 minutes into the stream and we have made it back to Mystery Lake. Right. I don't think I fully loaded the dam last time, did I? Because it was just pointless. I hate the noises of the dam, especially with headphones in. Ooh, it's just a creepy place. I remember being really creeped out by it when I was first playing the game. Oh, I should keep... yeah, it's night. I need to be very careful and get somewhere safe to sleep where I'm not going to get aurora sparks. Just in case we get an aurora, because that would be just my luck.
This'll come in handy.
Don't pick up that torch very often, but it's actually 42%. It's not bad. Because it could start at any second, you see, and then... So, let's just actually get a move on. The last thing you want to do is be walking when the wires turn on. Get a bit crispy. Other option is you just sleep in here, but it's all good. Right.
Man, no rest suit, I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, I know. I'm just getting you past the biggest wires. I think I'm okay from here if I get round this corner to the burn barrel. I'm going to put down my bedroll here. Right, what have I got? I'm going to eat these crappy peaches because I'm sure I have antibiotics. And I'm going to sleep for a long time anyway. Sweet. Didn't hurt her anyway. Have a drink. Calm yourself. I was just watching someone's playthrough of Sniper Elite 5. That looks fun. I quite like stealthy games. It's a bit pricey at the moment because it's new, so I'll wait probably before it goes on sale and give it a go. It looks like it would be really good fun. The locations are gorgeous. Like, one point he's running through this village, small village in France, and hiding and headshots and stuff. The animation with the bullets going through eyes and brains and it's sometimes testicles was a little bit overkill for me, but yeah, what a fun game. Right, I picked up a... oh, okay, 79%. Sweet. So my clothing's actually good. How are my tools doing? Let's do a bit of cleaning. I think I'm using the revolver quite a lot. That killed some time. Sleep 1 more hour and then we'll be out of here. Be on our way to camp office and then running all the way back. Didn't get Aurora overnight, so still to me worth being very cautious. I have seen many a run destroyed by someone thinking that they could just step on it for a second. And when I was first playing Wintermute before the Redux, I remember being trapped in one location because I thought that I needed to press on right at that moment, and realised no, just need to take it easy and wait out the aurora. But yeah, I definitely did die. But the good thing about Wintermute is story mode, so it is not, as far as I recall, permadeath, is it? I don't think it is. I think you get to load. You also get to save and reload your game whenever you like, which is quite nice. I checked this out and I was good. No. Oh, sounds pretty crappy out there. Oh well, at least there probably won't be beasties. Let's make our way to even just the trailers, just to make some progress. Oh boy. Pretty sure if a wolf is on you and it becomes a blizzard, the wolf will continue to be a problem. But if you go out like this when the blizzard is already in progress, there are no predators. They've despawned. Right, what else can we do to kill some time then? Don't really have any leather. Look at all this. I could run my way back. Forgotten what I even had. Well, okay, I guess I just passed some time. Oh, what am I doing? Don't need the bedroll. Yep. Oh, this is the broken down one. I'm in the wrong trailer. Oh, what? What's happened to my bedroll? My bedroll's bugged. What? Huh? Did I pick it up? I'm sure I picked it up. But even so, it's letting me select it. So yeah. Aha! Okay. Well, anyway, I'm going to run across to the one with a bed. And I'm just going to have to chill out until it's not horrendous weather. Though to be fair, I mean, I'm so close to the end now and I've got good clothing but sounds like it's stopped already. Yeah, I'd say so. Alright, well that wasn't too hard. That is so weird about my bedroll. Huh, just in that trailer. It was weird, I was playing that Ash Canyon run and I had the journal prompt kept coming up on the right, so I'll show you in a second. But if you're playing on PC, you would normally hit tab to see your objective. See, I'm doing L1 to get my radial menu, and the objective, the spend 3 days objective, appears on top right there. And I was getting that in my Ash Canyon Survivor run, and I was like, the hell, what is this? Did I open up the wrong game? Did I load the wrong thing? Nope, I was definitely in Ash Canyon. And if you pause, you see how there's a star symbol. That means I'm in challenge. And it was definitely the symbol for Stalker, or was it Voyager or Stalker I was playing? Anyway, it definitely wasn't the challenge mode. But every time I hit the radial menu, it was coming up with spend 3 days at all the locations in your journal. I was like, I think you'll find I will not. I think you'll find that I'm in Ash Canyon. And I am nowhere near any of the locations for the journal. Anyway, I'm following the train tracks this time. I know there'll be wolfies, but I have a lot of bullets. It's quite funny being on this map and not searching everywhere too, because I haven't gone to the trailers over there, have I? Maybe I did? Don't think so. I don't even know if I've been inside this train loading. Don't know why I'm running. It's not really that helpful. I'm overloaded. So yeah, a frustrating setback, but in reality, 35 minutes of real life time, I'm already nearly going to be at camp office, so not the worst setback in the world. And then on Tuesday, tomorrow, my normal stream would be finishing this off, if I make that stream. I am, as you can tell, struggling a little bit with my voice after I've had this cough. So it may be that this is the stream until Friday. Just avoiding the wolf, just because I can. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. I've only got 10 minutes until I have to get the wee girl up, so what's likely to happen today is I will get to camp office and I will do that tiny bit of time it takes to complete, and then we'll call it a day. And then the next stream, whether it's tomorrow or next Tuesday, we will make our way back. It may be that I finish this up on Friday so that it's done before I start a new run for the Friday streams, but to be honest, Tuesday challenges, Friday Survivor sounds really fun to me, so at least it gives me a bit of variety too. And the next challenge, I think I've mentioned, is going to be Hopeless Rescue, because I don't think the Archives one is particularly fun to watch. Very similar to Nomad, though you have to wait for Aurora, etc. Though I do think Aurora is dialed up to a much higher level than normal. I probably will still do it, but I'm going to do Hopeless Rescue next, because that's a really fun one. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. We'll go to maybe do the Hunted, and then maybe do Archives, or maybe do Archives and then do Hunted. I think it's called the Archivist, isn't it? Archivist. However you're supposed to say that. It's not a common word in my vocabulary. Yeah, that might be the plan. But yeah, any ideas for where I should start my Survivor run if I'm going to be region hopping after, say, 2 to 4 weeks of game time? I am tempted to start somewhere that's challenging but not insanely hard. So, Coastal or DP. Coastal's got a lot of gear. Maybe DP? Don't really know DP as well as other Legacy maps, so it might be that DP is a good place to start. When I did Faithful Cartographer, I actually started in DP because I wanted to start at sort of a dead end. And that was really hard. I almost died a couple of times to start off because I didn't have good clothing. I was really cold. And I don't know if I got mauled by a bear. I definitely got attacked by a couple of wolves. I had a bear on my tail, and I was just sort of like, I might have to restart this all over. But, yeah, I got there in the end, 250-day run. Because after I finished it, I just carried on. I thought, well, I've got all these skills and all this stuff. Might as well give myself a good base and carry on. But, yeah, that game is pretty bugged now, unfortunately. I just don't think the game runs as well on PlayStation as it does on PC, for example. Right, gotta spend 0.1 days here. This is so silly. Probably 2 and a bit game hours. And then I need to head back. I don't even think I left anything here. Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go upstairs and sleep. And then we'll be ready to start again. Hey, Carl. Oh, I left a scarf. Okay. Yeah, okay. Just making sure. Right, so we have 1.9 out of 3 for Skeeters, and then we have none of our time at Mountaineers yet. So, the next stream that I do challenge mode, which will be tomorrow or next Tuesday, we will be heading back to Skeeters and then on to Mountaineers Hut and call this a day. Friday's stream this week, I think I will start my new challenge run. I'll give myself a couple of days to think about it. If I'm going to do... I think I'm going to just start my challenge run, my long-term challenge run. I keep calling it challenge run. My long-term new survivor run on Friday. So I will start probably in DP, and then I will hang out there for, I have to think out whether I do 30 days or not. 30 days and 12 locations is a very long time. So it's a year, isn't it? A year in the long dark. And then when that challenge kicks off, that Conky is organising, I will go from there on a different survival run, different saved game, so that I can go back to my main survival run when the challenge is done. Anyway, all a bit confusing, but anyway, I will be either back tomorrow or Friday, depending on how things go tomorrow and how my voice is. Otherwise, yeah, I'll definitely see Friday, and I'll definitely should be on next Tuesday. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to call it here. I have just slept, so I should be able to save. And I really appreciate you watching. So take care, and I'll see you soon.